Now, the first point you talked about cost. Well, OK, if you only measure cost by money, then you may be partly true, but I'm measuring cost to society. I'm also measuring the cost to the people who that person will then go and affect after being released, and many of those people continue to go on committing the similar crimes which are unacceptable to the victims, who will therefore never ever recover from what has happened to them, because many of them may be killed or will have problems mentally because of what's happened to them. Secondly, you talked about life without parole, and I think that absolutely should be an option, because it'll probably mean that less people will go into prison because they might consider that they will never come out. And finally, you talked about America, and you said it's got all these numbers, and you quoted some statistics. Do you know how much bigger America is than the UK? It's huge. So you're not comparing like with like. And also, they have the right to bear arms. I absolutely think the death penalty should be considered. And in wake of the killing of this poor 6-year-old Arthur Labinjo Hughes as well, the Prime Minister has been talking about backing Arthur's Law, which would actually see people who murder children automatically jailed for their entire lives. And that's what I think should have happened to John Venables. So finally, I want to ask you then, should life sentence mean life behind bars?
No, of course it shouldn't. The idea that we end up having this system, I mean, you talk about America being bigger than us. It's 5 times bigger than us. Their population is 30 or 40 times bigger than ours, because they adopt this ridiculous policy that you're advocating of locking so many people up forever. And what happens is, when you do that, is that no one takes any notice. It doesn't stop people committing crime. It certainly wouldn't stop 10-year-olds going out and doing something seriously violent because of something they saw on the news about someone being sentenced. It's just not how the world works. If you're going to try and reduce crime, you have to stop these simplistic, jingoistic ideas about just getting ever tougher and tougher. We've been doing that for 25 years, and where have we got with it? What good has it done our society? I'll tell you, it's made it worse.
You think we've got tougher and tougher on crime, Chris Daw QC? I don't think so. Thank you very much for joining me. He's a barrister. Thank you very much for joining me. He's a barrister and author of Justice on Trial. Pleasure to talk to you.